When I first read this question, I thought, man, I have nothing to say about this. I mean, I'm sick of protests because they're so uninspiring. So at first, I couldn't think of any protest that was ever inspiring to me. And then, I thought back to an experience I had in high school before I'd even become politicized at all.
I, along with some other people, trespassed. Some random person in my anthropology class was like, over spring break, I saw you on the news getting arrested.
It was a very large event, and people from many different ideologies and groups and backgrounds all came together.
It shows me that there are millions and millions of wonderful, beautiful, intelligent, great people out there who care about the world.
We didn't plan to do it. We didn't even know what our demands were. Someone just said, dude, we should sit down in silence and just refuse to leave. And so we sat down in silence and refused to leave.
And the spectacle drew hundreds of people.
I mean, we were stupid kids.
But we can work together, and I think that was the most inspiring part about it.
The only thing we wanted to do was to pierce this symbolic order.
There was also a sense that this was a historic moment.
Now I'm like, that was no big deal. That was so lame. But at the time, it was like, I'm being arrested, and I was handcuffed and held up to jail in the paddy wagon.
And threatened us, but the mass of us just stared back at them in silence, and they would shuffle back out of the room.
So I think they were really frustrated that their belief system was being challenged effectively, especially in front of so many people.
And just seeing him so weak and ready to negotiate with us instead of order us around was all we needed.
Which isn't enough, but it was something, you know. It was a part of getting the rage out. It hailed during the march. I was shouting at the top of my lungs, chanting. I was alive. I was in the street.
And I guess what I learned from that is, even though I was doing something that was wrong enough in the eyes of society to be arrested, that I could follow my ethics as opposed to the culture, and that everything would be okay, and that it wouldn't kill me, and it wouldn't end my life to take a little bit of a risk, and it was just a small one, but that was the first step.
So this protest had meaning for me because it was one of the only times in my life where I've been part of a spontaneous, successful, collective attempt to overthrow basic symbolic, political, and social roles.